It's our first year, so it's a real grassroots affair, and it's an independent film festival where we're focusing very much on independent Canadian filmmakers, as well as international filmmakers, but really it's more on the Canadian front. It's about first-time filmmakers, it's about spotlighting young new filmmakers, and it's about showing extraordinary work by independent Canadian filmmakers.
So talk about what inspired you to come up and do this festival here in Muskoka in the first place?
Yeah, it's a long story, but I'll keep it really short.
Okay.
I was an actor and a filmmaker, and through my 20s making film, anytime like getting exposure is always a really big deal for filmmakers. So when I went to small film festivals and showed my film and had a chance to talk with audiences, to have critics review it, to do interviews, that helped my career grow so much. And that's something that I recognize is very important for filmmakers, and I want to bring that back. I want to give back to the experiences I had. So that was sort of the genesis of why we thought we need a film festival. And then my co-director, Jeremy Muntz, he's also a filmmaker. We both live here in Huntsville. We're both dads now. And we just realized that Huntsville is the perfect place to host a small film festival. It's got a great downtown, a beautiful park, lots of restaurants and pubs around, and so that's basically it. Our background in filmmaking, wanting to give back to the community, and then wanting to share our love of film with the town of Huntsville.
So now, I mean, it's kind of an interesting dynamic that we have here. So how is this festival going to work, and what are we going to see? What are some of the things that we can see here? There's a full list that we can see in front of me. So
yeah, it starts Friday at noon.
Yep.
And we're doing traditional film festival, we're kind of turning it on its head and putting a Muskoka twist on it. So what you can expect as a member or someone coming to CineMuskoka is you show up downtown Huntsville. You're going to see a 40-foot inflatable screen in the park. You awesome. Go down into the park, and we have these giant canoes that fit 10 people. You take a little canoe right up and down the river. You get off the canoe. There's our information festival tent. You get your information. If you've pre-purchased a ticket, you pick up your ticket there. And then there's a red carpet. So you walk down the red carpet, take a couple nice pictures for Instagram, and then you're in the park. And that's kind of our festival village. We've got coffee and hot chocolate there. There's going to be Porky's who's selling pulled pork sandwiches. At nighttime, there'll be popcorn to purchase for the outdoor free screenings. And then in the band shell, we have a little pop-up cinema that has kid-friendly movies playing all day, which are free.
Okay.
Across the street from 12 noon till 9 o'clock at night, we're showing movies every 2 hours. These are short films, they're documentaries or feature films, and after every feature film or every screening, there's what we call a Q&A. Okay. A lot of time at film festivals you have Q&As, they're always a little bit stuffy. We thought, why not we make it a little bit more relaxed? We talked to our friends at Lake of Bays Brewery. They've donated some product. So if you go to a screening, you come downstairs afterwards into Partners Hall, which is directly below the theater. The filmmaker will be there. Grab a beer. We'll do a Q&A. You can ask some questions, and you can find out kind of some like fun things to know about like behind the scenes filmmaking. Oh wow, that sounds amazing, and actually quite perfect to round out the long weekend, I guess. And it's right before TIFF, isn't it? It is right before TIFF, and that's a big tie-in as well, because TIFF is extraordinary. Yeah. But TIFF is the best of the best. You know, these are the movies these are filmmakers that have been around a while and they're at the top of their game. And so we thought we would start 1 week before TIFF, and we want to show the exciting young upcoming filmmakers. And the whole purpose of CineMuskoka is eventually to be that little film festival in Muskoka that showcases the filmmakers of tomorrow today. That's our mission, amazing. That's our goal. So, but you know what, you're doing more than that, giving an opportunity for filmmakers to kind of show their stuff, and also for Muskoka residents to come out and see these great films and partake, but there is kind of a giving back element to in another way. So talk about that a little bit. Yeah, you never want to just take over the town and just focus on just the films and the filmmakers. There's a lot of, there's ticket sales, there's lots of things going around. What we're trying to do is use this also in a very positive way for the community. So we partnered with the Huntsville Hospital Foundation, which is fantastic, and we came up with 3 unique ways to raise money for the foundation. The first is $1 of every ticket sold will be given to the foundation. Secondly, on Saturday night, we have a gala event. It's a $20 ticket. It's all tickets are $7, by the way, except for to the gala event. The gala event has a wine and cheese beforehand, and then a short introduction by George Rethy, who's the film director. He's a local Huntsville director. And then it's a documentary about this woman's sister, Elizabeth, who's from Hamilton. Long story short, she basically changed the way elderly healthcare happens in Canada.
Okay.
50% of every one of those tickets sold goes to the Huntsville Hospital Foundation.
Great.
Our mission is to sell out. If we sell out 408 seats that night, we're going to raise over $4,000 for the Huntsville Hospital Foundation.
Wow.
So
Okay.
that's a big mission. And then lastly, every night in the park, on our giant 50-foot screen, we have we're going to have a donation bucket. So before the screening, we'll do a little announcement. Casey Steffen has a company called the Dance Project in town, and her dancers will be in their dance jackets running around collecting donations for the Huntsville Hospital Foundation, and also to support CineMuskoka for putting on free events.
Awesome. And I guess the hope is as well, with the success of this year, something that you will do yearly, right, around this time, hopefully?
Yes. No, we're here to stay. We put a lot of effort into this year. It is a grassroots effort. A lot of things I think are going to be surprising to people showing up. People know about us, but I think it's going to be a bit of surprise. But our hope is to have a nice impact for people to really enjoy themselves. We have lots of free events, and that's so that people want us back next year, because our plan is to grow and be bigger and better every year.
Well, free movies in the park and $7 to go see some films at Algonquin Theatre is not that bad. So I'm really excited for this weekend. Now, for any more information to go get tickets, where can they go to get that?
Yeah, for any information you're looking for on the festival, CineMuskoka.com. That's CineMuskoka.com. And then all tickets can be bought directly at AlgonquinTheatre.com, or you can buy them on the day at the box office.